Welcome everybody, this is Matt Monarch with the Raw Food World TV show. I've got an incredible guest for you today. Her name is Miriam, and her brother, at the age of 16, started on a path to heal autism, and he completely healed 100%.
Yep.
Which is absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, well, it was kind of an accident we figured it out because when I was in college, I created an organization to help children with autism using normal services like a dance program and different types of like regular therapies.
Right.
And during my research, I discovered this article, and it said that some people had recovered from autism from a gluten-free, casein-free diet.
Wow.
So I told my mom about it. She was like, "No, I can't do that for my brother because he only eats pasta and cheese, and it'd be impossible." Like a lot of children with autism, he was actually craving the things he was allergic to.
Wow.
We didn't know at the time though. But finally, she decided to try it, and she slowly transitioned him, and he started to get better.
Wow.
So then we tried some other things like neurofeedback. We started to improve a lot using a combination of that in the diet.
Wow.
And every time we add new things like craniosacral therapy, eventually we switched over to a raw food diet. We really made a lot of changes.
Right.
Once we switched to that, it improved a lot more.
Wow. So it seems like through a better diet and a bunch of other modalities, you were able to get him to heal completely. And if he was diagnosed with autism, and if he were to go again, he would not have any symptoms.
Yeah.
He's completely normal.
Right.
How severe was it?
Well, at one point he was actually nonverbal. He was eventually high functioning with Asperger's because he recovered once before. The first time we got him to become from nonverbal to verbal with NATE therapy,
right,
and chelation therapy. So that really helped him.
Wow.
But then, when he went to middle school, within 3 days of getting his immunization shots, which are the regular shots you have to go to middle school.
Vaccine shots, yeah.
He started to have like muscle tremors. He couldn't hold pencils anymore.
Wow.
And he regressed back again
to
having autism again.
Wow.
So he was almost recovered the first time.
And then this time you got him completely recovered.
Yeah, because we didn't know that was the cause at first.
Right.
And then by the time he was 16, that's when I discovered that article.
Right.
So we were able to help him.
Wow, that's incredible.
And I'm a speech and language therapist for over 38 years, and I have been specializing only with children and older children up to age 21 on the autism spectrum for the past 15 years. In addition to that, I have a book, Creating Healthy Children, which talks about healing attention deficit disorder and autism spectrum disorder through change in diet and lifestyle, specifically going to a diet that is abundant in raw living plant foods. And I've seen some really excellent progress and complete turnaround of some children after transitioning through green juicing and raw foods. Recently, I did a juicing for autism study with my friend Stephen Prusak, who runs a podcast called Juice Guru Radio, and has written books on juicing. And we did a study. We had about 150 people sign up, and I would say only about a third of them actually follow through with the juicing. And for those who did fill out the pre and post evaluation, we did see that the children, even those who were finicky eaters and didn't initially love the juicing, the more that they had the juice, the more that they fell in love with it. And we did see that there was some significant progress in just 21 days with the children who followed through.
Wow. The raw vegan diet is a very cleansing diet. I mean, I knew that, but now I'm seeing that it is naturally cleansing for parasites And I'm learning that a lot of kids with autism actually have parasite issues.
Yeah, I mean, there's a very strong connection between the gut and the brain. And we have to take a look at that, because it's just like, everything that the child eats. Eventually, eating processed food over the years, acid-forming food, lots of meat and dairy. Eventually, the gut, the wall of the intestinal lining starts to thin out, and the undigested protein molecules and food toxins start running into the bloodstream, and they circulate throughout the body. And it can affect all or any of the systems. And I think that with these children, we're talking about the neurological system. And we see clearly that when diet is changed and the parasites are dealt with, and also deficiencies are dealt with, that you can see a complete turnaround. People on the spectrum have turned around.